How's everybody doing? All right, so right now this video we're talking about material and inventory markup. I know some, depending on how you stand on it, if you own your own business and you're a service provider, if you're selling materials, it does not make sense not to mark them up for your time and energy you spent accumulating them and transporting to a job site. So on job site, this is my personal belief, if you touch, handle, or do anything for a customer, you need to charge for it. Now, I don't always do that. There's always freebies and everything like that. But that's when you have equity. The customer's already paid you. You know you're gonna, this job, you want to keep a good relationship. But for brand new customers that, there's not much, we don't know each other, and they're figuring me out and I'm figuring them out. Absolutely not. I have a little stage over here on my little workstation. I'm going to go through everything, kind of what, shows you exactly what I mark up and what my thought process on it is. But as far as the business aspect of it, if you're going to pick up materials, you need to charge for it. The materials you're actually picking up, if you're not charging for them, you need to be at least making sure you keep track of the sales tax, and always mark up. If you're handling a product for a customer, you need to be making money on it. You're leaving a lot of money on the table, or even a little bit of it. You don't have to gouge a customer, but you need to be able, you're providing a service. The customer should be expecting to pay for that service from whatever price you told them, and that price should include material markup. I'm not saying a crazy markup. You'll see, like, if wood and everything, buy in bulk. When you're buying materials and supplying them to a customer, you're basically giving that customer convenience. So they need to pay for that convenience. There's no way around it. I offer customers, hey, I can pick up materials. I charge $60 for material acquisition. If you're buying something off my trailer, say like a TV mount, whatever it is, coax, Cat 5, anything like that I keep on here, it's always going to be a charge for it. Just because if they would spend their time and energy, not let alone their money, to go to, say, Home Depot, Lowe's, to buy a little 25-foot, reel of coax. It's not that coax probably costs $5. It's just that they're spending a half an hour or more driving there, spending gas, their time itself, just to get that piece of material where they could buy it from you. You already have it, and they're going to pay a little more for that convenience, which is money in your pocket, because you're already either going to that location to pick up materials, or you already have it on hand, and it's profit. Absolutely. Businesses run on profit. Cash is king in businesses. Marking up your materials is absolutely a winning strategy in the business, in pretty much any business, if you have materials to mark up. No, I'm not saying gouge them. Don't be charging them $100 for 5 foot of cable, $25 for a regular 15 amp outlet, socket, single gang. I wouldn't be doing that. Absolutely not. So, but if you have it on hand, you're Johnny on the spot, absolutely mark it up, because you're paying yourself back for thinking ahead and getting that material ahead of time. If you have it on inventory, or you're basically just giving yourself a little bit of profit margin, for sure. And that'll all come in handy if for some reason you have to go back to a job site for a warranty repair, something happened with the job, you're just covering your butt. So you need to mark up your materials. And if you disagree, please leave a comment below. I'd like to know why you disagree, why you shouldn't mark up. This is a free market. Now, I won't say you shouldn't mark up. If you save to a customer, this is going to be a certain price, and then you charge them something else that's completely different. You should not do that. You should be upfront with all your pricing. They should be dictated. It should be all in written form, on an estimate, emailed, or a change order that has everything written down and has a customer signing that they authorize that amount. So I'm not saying trying to get something over on a customer, but you need to have good communication and be clear and concise on what you're charging. And that price should include material markup. So I'm going to go over here with a couple products that I obviously keep on hand, and a couple that I'm, some small ones that I don't usually keep on hand, but another way of getting inventory, buying stuff on sale. And I'm going to go over that here with you here in a second. All right, so we're in my little job. So you might notice this is the garage. I got the parts cart out of here finally, so I actually have a workspace. Super excited. when the wife's car's out of here, I actually have a garage to actually play and, you know, be productive, all that good stuff. So anyways, a couple things I have here I just want to go over here. Just bear with me here. So material acquisition, inventory. The best way to do it is if you do some outlets, buy a little more than you need so you have them on hand. A customer, if they're going to actually purchase the single outlet, they're going to buy individual. They're not going to buy like a 10 pack unless they absolutely need 10. So they're going to pay a little additional amount. So these buying in a 10 pack, they probably cost, I'm going to say probably $1.89 or so a piece when you buy them in a pack. And then probably $2 or $3, you know, if you buy them individually. So on my estimates, I always include materials and $5 a piece for these all day, every day. That is going to be probably over 100% markup, but since it's such a low margin or a small amount, it's completely okay. I have had not one customer say, oh no, I'm not going to pay $5 for an outlet. I'll go spend 45 minutes round trip and save myself $1. So that's it. That's pretty much how. Buy them in bulk, buy everything if you can. That way, if you have it on hand, it saves you money and you can mark up materials. It's money saved is money earned. Absolutely. Now I will say, these ones I do not usually stock. These are the USB charging ones. But I have 2 jobs. I'm going to need 2 of these on. These are about 25-30 bucks a piece. And then obviously Lowe's was, actually, I just saw it kind of happen, just glance at it. If you buy 3 of them, they'd knock it down to like $19.50 a piece. And I also personally have a military discount that I get off materials at certain locations that nobody gets but me. So that's always a discount that I take. And that's revenue. That's just additional profit in my books because that's money I save. So, but this one, I knew I needed 2. I got 2 jobs coming up this coming week. 1 for each to put up a sock, USB. So I knew I needed 2, but if they buy 3, you get it at a discounted rate. So these ones, I think I got it for $19.50, and regular price is about 30 bucks. So again, I'm selling them for 30 bucks. That's my markup. I know that's retail, but I don't need to go over retail because obviously I'm okay with making 10 bucks per. Now, and again, I charge 30 bucks a piece. So 90 bucks. I think I spent $45, $50 on these all together, I believe, because I think these turned it, no, 60 bucks. Sorry. My math is a little bit off. So, not too bad. That's absolutely fantastic. That's a $30 profit margin. That's how it should be. Larger, I'm not going to mark these up, like these ones over here, 100%. Nobody, you can, I don't because I don't need to. Absolutely don't need to. Now, a couple things. This is a wireless HDMI kit. You can get these on Amazon. I think they're roughly around 200 bucks a piece. These ones I only mark up about 10%, plus obviously shipping. Everything is obviously additionally with sales tax too. So these ones I tell the customer, I can either send them a link. I was like, hey, you're gonna want this one, go ahead and buy it. Or if they tell me to buy it, I just mark it up. Instead of being 200 bucks, it's 220 shipped. And then it goes on the estimate. I've had no customer actually complain about, spending an extra 20 bucks, not having to deal with it. So that's it's just, I don't need to mark up those because it's drop shipped to my house. I'd have no time invested in actually, and the same thing with these mounts. These are just really basic mounts. You buy enough of them in bulk, you can get them for like 10 bucks a piece on Amazon, maybe 15. No mount is less than 20, 25 bucks. And I've actually, again, most customers usually provide, but these ones I just keep on hand because sometimes they have a small TV they want mounted, and then I'm Johnny on the spot with these. So that's just a little bit of the inventory part. We're going to go over consumable materials, like, fasteners. This is obviously materials as well. You mark them up because this box right here costs about 30 bucks without any discounts like military. So if you're running decks or anything like that, kind of roughly how many you're gonna use. So it's always like a straight line item of $100 for consumable materials. I'll use probably one of these, maybe 2, depending on the size of the deck. And you're still ahead, probably 30 to 40 bucks with sales tax. And that's profit margin, and that also covers you in case you need additional materials that you forgot. You're still you still have a profit because you still have that little leeway of your profit margins. You have a little extra gross profit in there. Same thing with drywall screws. Buy these in bulk if I can. If I was running low on them, I just straight up 5 pounds here, 5 pounds there. I keep them in my little DeWalt Tough System tower, and Again, it's a line item on my estimates and invoices, material, job sites, drywall, mud tape, all that kind of stuff. It's a line item, so it always pays for itself. These are already paid, money in the bank. But I make sure on every invoice, every drywall patch I do, there's always a material cost to cover everything and a little extra. So, and again, with it, just like any kind of caulking, any glues like that, these probably run you about $3 or $4 a piece. You buy a kit, or you buy a box of them, you save. You're going to need them. You can save probably 50 cents per tube. And when I'm doing a job and I know I need this, I'll just straight up, I need 1 tube or 2 or 3. It's $5 a tube. Nobody's ever complained about it. If they have, they can go buy their own, but they can supply their own. If you're doing a job, it's such a minimal expense that I've had absolutely no complaints about it. And if they do, they're not my customer. Honestly, if they have the gripe about saving $2 on a tube, hey, I would probably, I'm not the guy to do the job for sure. And I'm gonna say another thing to keep in mind is under materials and is consumable. These saw blades or these reset blades, they're expensive. So I did a demo. You guys know I'm doing a job where I'm demoing a lot, and I ran out of blades because nails and whatnot, and all the kind of stuff. So this package right here costs a little bit over $50 for. I think you get 15 of these, so you buy them in bulk, you save a little money. But keep in mind, when you're doing your materials, you got to also include tool usage. If you're going through these kind of consumable tool parts, drill bits, saw blades, etc., oscillating blades. It all adds up. It absolutely all adds up. So make sure you always put down, consumable materials, consumable tool, whatever you want to call it. I think I have it under just materials as well for blades. And then just keep it. If you think you're going to need 2 or 3 blades, make sure you charge enough for 6 blades just in case. And if you don't use all 6 blades, then you have 1 in your inventory in case you need it for another time. So that's how I run it. Material markup is absolutely almost a necessity for your business. It's another way of revenue, and it also helps you save your butt in case you if you did something wrong and you got 10 of these and you needed 14 of them, you still have enough money in your gross profit to get that 14 and not have to go to the customer and say, hey, I need a nickel and dime you for an additional $6 or $7 kind of thing. So if you like this video, I earned your subscription. Please like and subscribe. I will see you on the next video, and everybody stay warm out there.